PnB Rock was my guy, man. You know what happened to him last year was a tragedy. He lost his life over something goofy, man, when you get changed and all that. But this is a cautionary tale, you know, about him passing. We just heard this week that his baby moms was saying that he basically passed away with no life insurance, no will. So this dude was making a lot of bread. He was signed to Atlantic. You know, that's a goofy situation. Then he ends up going independent, like Tory Lanez. And he didn't sign with anybody. Next thing you know, he passed. He didn't have it. What's your thoughts on now the baby mama saying, hey, I don't get any money, you know what I'm saying, because he didn't have any life insurance? What can you guys give advice to with guys in the industry, guys working on albums and projects, man, that don't take care of this stuff, man, even in real life, not even just in the industry, man? As grown folks, man, what should we be doing, and grown men and women, man? What advice can you give them on this so this doesn't happen to somebody else? We use this as a lesson and a cautionary tale.
I mean, if you don't get it yourself, you know, the labels is going to get it on you. And your family ain't going to see a dime of that life insurance. I mean, cats got to understand, man, that personal health is also personal wealth. I mean, they all kind of are the same exact thing, man. So if you're out here acquiring wealth and you getting rich, you got to be able to have the insurance to back it up too, because you don't want that part of your legacy going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people fighting in court over silly stuff. That life insurance, man, is there to keep things intact and keep your legacy secure moving forward, man. This should be like one of the first things on your checklist is getting that life insurance. And especially when you're young, because it's cheaper too. The older you get, man, the more expensive that gets. But anyhow, man, I encourage people, man, if you don't have that, definitely get it. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that, you know, anything about him, but it's just one of those things that we just have to kind of get better at and just learn how to do, man, when we think about our when we leave this earth. I mean, because that will happen at some point. You want to make sure that legacies are taken care of, and you know, people not left holding the bag when things get serious, which is what we've seen with Big Scar and some other situations. You know what I'm saying? So we got to think, we got to be here with it, man. But I won't ramble too much. Scandalous Bebo P, what y'all thinking on this, man?
Hey, before Scandalous go in, we gotta salute Mr. Rogers. No message, no chat, just the love of the game, man. $50 holler, show sponsor. I mean, hey, man, we appreciate you so much, Mr. Rogers, man. Salute to us, man. DM us, man, on our IG Fresh Out Show, man, so we can see some merch. Come on, man, we gotta see some merch on that, man. Salute to you, man. All day, we appreciate you. Scandalous, what's your thoughts on this? Because again, when Pac passed, when Big passed, they didn't have the same situation. Why haven't cats learned this from the get-go? And let's remember, there was a lot of cats, man, who were fighting for almost like a union for rappers. So when you get that deal, you get that $1 million deal, you get insurance, you get life insurance, you get all that in it when you get to deal. Why hasn't the label started doing that with artists, putting that already in their deal?
Sus was going hard trying to get that on all his artists. But go ahead, Scanlon.
As for the label, I don't know. Maybe they don't want them to be proactive about it because they want to get their rights, you know, for themselves. But I feel like we've seen it with Pac. You know, Pac only had so much money in his bank account and he was owed millions, right? He didn't own his songs. He didn't have his record label up and running yet. Same with Biggie. You would think a lot of these artists will take notes from the past and see how all these artists you know, end up passing away. But I feel like in your 20s and your early 30s, you still feel like you're invincible, like nothing will happen to you. And I think that's the problem.
That's the time to get it.
Yeah.
Facts.
And it's kind of shame that they don't set up their family to be better off in case stuff like this happens.
But this thing, like we know the pimp in a whole situation, right? And you try to keep the whole needing you. J Camp, is that basically what they're kind of doing with this? It's keeping the artist kind of on a string a little bit, so you never really get financially free.
That's definitely what they're doing, man. It's just, it's all included as part of the package. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of the combo meal. When you pull up to the drive-thru, you get that deal. It's all part of the combo. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they're doing. But what the funny thing is, which I was going to tell Scandalous, is it's the opposite of athletes. You see athletes getting life insurance when they in college. Because they tear a knee up, you know what I'm saying? You end up with a career in an injury, they're going to make sure they get that bread, man. Rappers need to think the same exact way because it can happen. I mean, rest in peace, like the takeoffs, the PnB Rocks, but these are situations, man, that should wake cats up. Like, you know what? Let me make sure my stuff is in check. I mean, and Takeoff may have had life insurance. I don't know. I can't speak to that.
I think Power said he didn't.
Okay.
Somebody in the chat just said somebody said he didn't have any life insurance, man. Same thing with Big Scar.
That's what I'm saying. And you can even have a situation where you ask your mama, hey, take out a policy on me and put, you know what I'm saying? You can do situations like that just to make sure ain't no shadiness going on, because that's what happens, man.
But Bebo, how are people throwing almost $40,000 in a strip club wearing big chains, man, and you didn't go over here and get a $300 a month life insurance?
That's what.
Because we're talking about the difference between being rich, allegedly, and being wealthy, or at least having something to pass down. See, and here's the thing about that. When he was alive, he showcased a rich lifestyle, you know, on social media, expensive clothing, you know, chains and whips and all that. And there's nothing wrong with nice things. I'm not here to downgrade on those who like showcasing nice things, but the other half of it, or the other part of it, is the missing element, which is the core of what we're talking about, the life insurance. And when you don't have that, and something tragic or unfortunate happens, such as what happened with PnB Rock and so many others, well, the amount of however much you once had when you were alive doesn't translate over to your family. It doesn't pass down. Nobody knows, you know, publicly what happened to all of that stuff. It could have went to PnB Rock's blood family, could have went to the state. I mean, who knows? Could have went to the label. There's no telling. And it just goes to show, like J Camp was saying, this should serve as a cautionary tale alongside other instances that, hey, look, and this also goes to Scandalous's point. You know, it's all, you know, when you're young, you do, you know, kind of some dumb things, you know, young, dumb, and have some fun and all that type of stuff. So you're not really thinking about life insurance until it really affects you personally. So with that said, it needs to be treated as a priority before it potentially happens to you. And now it's to a point where, unfortunately, PnB Rock's girlfriend is, you know, dang near crying on video about, no, he didn't leave me a will. No, he didn't leave me life insurance. And it's alleged that she's now selling some type of bags just to kind of get some extra change in her pocket. And shout out and salute to her. But it's my recommendation, if you're trying to pick yourself up, move forward, I would suggest, hey, get a job that provides life insurance to get yourself up and going. Because most jobs do offer it, no matter how good or lack thereof it is. It's better than nothing to get started. And then from there, you know, progress accordingly as you move forward.
Absolutely.
Hey, shout out to LJT in the building.
Salute LJT.
Facebook. Shout out to all our Facebook people, man, holding it down, man. We appreciate you coming through. I got a question though for y'all, especially J Camp, because I know J Camp is serious on the college football. Who has more a potential to take care of themselves long term? College athletes or rappers? Who has more? You know what I'm saying?
Is there a
man, that's a great point, man.
Is there a sea that we can bubble?
I mean, when you look at it up to this point, I mean, they're damn near equal, man. I mean,
and that's crazy
because it is crazy because when you got coaches, man, forcing cats out there with a tore up knee, you got ligaments missing from your knee, man, just to win a game, to win a title game. I think about the whole like Lamar Jackson situation. Dude had like a grade 3 PCL, and they was basically like trying to push him out there damn near. You know what I'm saying? And he's in the contract year. If you go out there and get hurt, you got cats like Cap and like Mike Vick talking about, well, just put a brace on it. Nah, little buddy, this man got $200 million damn near sitting on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a life insurance policy too. But man, Bebo P, it happened to you just like it happened to me. Nino Page hit me with the blocker. Hey, Jack Harlow, he had one and he was 15, 14 probably.
You cut one of them curls off.
Yeah, his mama hooked him up.
Money.
Exactly. His family made sure. That's why I was saying, man, like, if you keep the game, if some of these mothers, man, just letting their kids just rap and whatever they're recklessly talking about, you know what I'm saying, out here in the streets too. Hey, if you don't get that insurance policy, man, I mean, I'm just saying. That's why I say, I mean, in both worlds, there is reason to have that policy in both football and as a rapper.
Right. Carmen's saying most people don't think of a life insurance plan until something happens, basically, like a mortality plan or something like that.
Exactly. Two different situations, but still the same thing. Like,
Samario's saying the same thing, man. It has to do with our culture being rich broke, like Bebo said. You know what I'm saying? Facts, absolutely, man, Samario. Facts.
But I think they even have advisors now, like in college, because they'll have like
in the NFL as well. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and they'll have like apps. Former athletes who return back to college and who will counsel these young cats, and they put them up on game and tell them, make sure you got your life insurance policy.
Yeah, exactly, like the NFLPA and stuff like that. It's more so those sports, have this type of mentors, and whereas hip hop, you don't really have that.
You don't have that. No, you don't.
The question is, man, and Scanless, you might know more than we do. Who knows? What's the blocker from stopping artists from doing this and actually negotiating this in their deal? Hey, hold on. Before y'all go in, hold up, man. We got a good lawyer. we got a surprise for y'all tonight, man. We had it for Voltron, man. El Weezy's in the building. What's good, man? What's going down? Hold on, man. Podfather's in the building.
First time doing this with him here. First time with him here doing this. Get to tell him to kiss the ring, Podfather.
What's going down, man?
Not a whole lot. Living good, man. How you, brother?
Man, hey, first of all, if y'all don't understand, man, Podfather's in the building, man, with us for the rest of the night. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Everybody put LB the Podfather in the chat, man. Where's my joint at? Forming Voltron tonight.
Hey.
Oh, hold up, man. The Podfather returns.
You already know. 700 Club. You already know.
700 Club. Podfather's in the building, man. Salute. Every day one's a salute and touch a salute, man. Mike Brown's going in. Hey, man. Mama Bear said, oh, wow. Everybody's in the building tonight. Hey, man. So this is the thing, man.
I don't think Mama Bear ever seen him before.
Exactly. So this is the thing. What's your thoughts, man, on this PnB Rock situation? No life insurance, man. First of all, I think that first of all, we actually got it level. All the guys are no kids up top. All the guys are kids at the bottom. So the whole thing is, what's the situation, man, on these rappers having the chains and throwing the money, but no life insurance, bro?
Hey, man. I thought this was just standard knowledge, right? Like we all I thought we all understood. Let's just remove rappers. Most men under 30 don't have anything in place that like is gonna say like, hey, like take care of X, Y, or Z. Now, let's be truthful though, right? Is that the moment that somebody says like, yeah, man, hey, I got your seed, like, bro, like like you should be running to the lawyer, you should be, running to your estate planner or whoever, and you should be making things happen if there's an OG in your life telling you what you're supposed to do or whatnot, so but Nino Beige, what up? So yeah, but I don't. To me, this shouldn't have been a surprise to anybody, though. This should not have been a surprise in general.
Now, let's be clear. This isn't the girlfriend. This is his baby mama.
Yeah,
the baby.
Well, and not his wife. I'm just saying. Could that have had some leverage? Could that have had some? I'm not saying they should have or shouldn't have been, but could that have had some leverage a little bit if they were legally married?
No, man. Let's be truthful though. The other thing is
it will go to the legacy though.
is that like if there is a person who can't reasonably say like, should I be going out with $200,000 worth of jewelry? Do they reasonably have the right mindset to be like, oh man, you know what? I should probably have, some estate planning in place, right? Like, I mean, if they're not that forward thinking, what would put you in a place to think that they forward thinking enough to be thinking about insurance? I just
bars.
I don't know where the connection is at. Like, I don't know where you would be like, yeah, insurance.
So basically, y'all
$200,000 on my neck.
So basically, ladies, if you listening, you should be the one talking to baby daddy, hubby, boyfriend about these situations, man. A woman's job sometimes to talk wisdom into the man, right? So again, if this is a common practice, man, again, the wisdom has to come from somebody in that situation. And let's be clear. Of course, we all think we're young. We're not going to pass. We going to live forever. Yeah. But again, man, those babies got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not around. Yeah. And that's the whole point of getting married. And we're going to go into our Dr. Phil bag a little bit. But this is why you that's why you want commitment, right? This is why they want to get with DJ Scandalous and get that situation cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Not me. Clay Thompson down there.
Want to get Dog, so this thing.
Real quick, if I may, do you guys think that this situation will prompt more individuals to consider getting life insurance?
We haven't seen it yet, though. With other situations that's happened, it's been very similar.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. We haven't had any type of evidence to support that.
No, we haven't.
We haven't. So it'd be nice, Bebo P. I wish. You would
Jay
think,
Kemp, what you think about what Touch said?
Was it to change the insurance? Ouch.
Ooh, that's a kookie right there.
That's that man. Touch has been going in tonight.
Because most people do. Oh my gosh,
Touch been cooking tonight.
Most people insure their jewelry more before they insure themselves or their family.
He got the cook of the night, man. Touch got the cook of the night,
because you he got insurance on that jewelry.
Presuming that it was real. Real.
Another coup.
L.
Was it real?
Yeah.
Because let's be clear. Pac died with like a Jaguar and $40,000 worth of clothes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
In a condo that was in Death Row's name. So again, we know Jack Harlow got insurance. We know the labels.
Stop.
You know Jack.
There it is.
Stop. We got that stop T-shirt in the joint tonight too, man. Y'all go over there, man, and go cop one. We got a stop shirt over there, man. FRSHOUT.com. Go get your stop shirt.
Especially when Jack was rapping when he was 15, his mom was like, "Now, honey, we got to get you a life insurance."